The traveling carnival rolled into town on a crisp October evening, a beautiful chaos of colored lights and screeching metal. Towering over everything was the Ferris wheel, its spokes glittering like some giant magical clock. World's tallest mobile wheel, the sign boasted. Naturally, on Wednesday, my friends dared me to ride it. So we bought our tickets, climbed into a gondola, and with a sudden jolt, we began to rise. The ground fell away beneath us, and our little town shrank into a patchwork quilt of streets and houses. When we reached the top, the view was breathtaking. Endless fields, a dark forest, and far off in the distance, the glint of water. But then the wheel didn't stop to let us off. It just kept turning. We laughed a little nervously at first. The ride operator didn't seem concerned. "Enjoy the view," he shouted up at us. We passed the top again, but this time it felt higher. The horizon stretched further. We passed the town, the carnival, the fields, and then we saw land that shouldn't have been there. Rolling hills dotted with strange, unfamiliar trees. "We're going too high," my friend hissed, her voice tight with fear. The wind grew colder, biting at our skin. On the fourth revolution, a thick fog crept in, swallowing everything. The cheerful lights of the carnival vanished below us. All that was left was the wheel, turning silently in a sea of white. "How do we get off?" I shouted, but my voice was swallowed by the mist. That's when I saw her. Beside me, an elderly woman in a blue coat sat calmly, her hands folded in her lap. I hadn't seen her get on. "Been on for years," she said, her lips not moving at all. "You get off when it lets you." I gripped the metal safety bar, my knuckles turning white. We passed the top again, but there was no top anymore, just endless fog and distant cold stars. The woman hummed a low, rhythmic song I'd never heard before. My friend stared at me, her eyes wide with terror, and then she just vanished. One moment she was in the seat beside me, and the next her gondola was empty, swinging gently in the wind. "Where did she go?" I screamed. The old woman just looked out into the fog. "Wherever they go," she murmured. I turned and caught my reflection in the glass of the gondola. But it wasn't me. The face staring back was older, with hollow, haunted eyes. "Stay calm," the reflection mouthed silently. "Please." My heart hammered against my ribs. Then, just as suddenly, the wheel began to descend. The fog thinned, and the carnival lights reappeared below. The ride slowed, and our gondola reached the platform. I stumbled out, my legs weak and trembling. My friend's seat was empty. The ride operator just smiled. "One ticket gets you one ride," he said cheerfully. "Lost someone?" I could only nod, tears burning my eyes. He shrugged. "The wheel takes who it needs." I looked back at the Ferris wheel. The woman in the blue coat was still in her gondola, her eyes fixed on me. She raised her hand slowly as her cart began to rise again, disappearing back into the fog.